A lot of the drama on season 10 of Bachelor in Paradise revolved around who did and who didn't know about Jeremy Simon's desperate phone call to Susie Evans. His partner, Bailey Brown, definitely didn't know, at least until Brian Otts broke bro code and spilled the beans. Susie, Brian, and Bailey have all shared their thoughts on the drama. Jeremy Simon admitted in a social media post recently that he was regretful for his behavior. He expanded on what led up to him calling Susie and the true reason he blamed it all on Brian Otts. Keep reading for the latest on the drama. Jeremy Simon admits feeling betrayed before calling Susie Evans. Bachelor Season 28 star Bailey Brown and Bachelorette Season 21 alum Jeremy Simon made a quick connection on Season 10 of Bachelor in Paradise. But as much as she enjoyed the date, Bailey chose to stick with Jeremy. Jeremy, in turn, accepted the date with Susie Evans after Bailey went on a date with Andrew. Jeremy seemed to choose Bailey by giving her a rose at the next rose ceremony, despite his date with Susie. But he later expressed regret over not pursuing things with Susie. While Bailey and Andrew were on a date, Jeremy called Susie to ask her to consider returning. She said no, but he never informed Bailey about the phone call. Jeremy was a guest on the Bachelor Happy Hour podcast this week. He shared more insight on why he called Susie in the first place. Quote, "I feel betrayed. I had a tough time deciding who to give the rose to. Let's call Susie. And by the way, obviously, Susie said no. If she had said yes, I don't even know what I would do. I feel like I really wasn't thinking. It was in the heat of the moment," the Bachelor in Paradise star said. Jeremy added, "Obviously, I don't like to live with regrets. I wish I handled it a bit differently." He explains why he was so mad at Brian Otts. In his chat on the podcast, Jeremy defended his behavior, despite regretting it. He said, quote, "The whole timeline between the Susie phone call through those comments, it took place over 3 days, and we were filming for over 3.5 weeks. He also put a lot of blame on Brian Otts. The truth is, I was having thoughts of telling Bailey. I wish I could have told her the day before. But the day before was our one-on-one date and a competition," Jeremy explained about his delay in telling Bailey about the phone call to Susie. He continued, "The reason why I was pissed at Brian was because I feel like that opportunity was taken away from me. Sure, I technically had a few days of opportunity. I just felt like because it's mine and Bailey's relationship, I should be able to tell her when I feel like it's the right time to tell her." The phone call to Susie was just a bump in the road for Jeremy and Bailey. All signs point to them still being together even after the shocking truth came out. Do you think Jeremy eventually would have told Bailey, or is he just using that as an excuse for his behavior? Sound off in the comments. When it comes to Bachelor in Paradise, fans know to expect sun, sand, margaritas, and drama hotter than the Mexican heat. But Season X has delivered one of the most shocking storylines yet. Jeremy, a newcomer to the beach, is under fire for what he didn't say. His connection with Bailey seemed promising, romantic even. But when the truth about his actions and feelings started unraveling, fans were quick to slam him for keeping secrets. Now, Jeremy is finally breaking his silence, explaining why he didn't tell Bailey the full story, and Bachelor Nation can't stop buzzing. To really understand the weight of Jeremy's confession, let's rewind. Bailey entered Paradise as a fan favorite, carrying the glow of her earlier appearances on The Bachelor. She's the kind of contestant fans root for. Genuine, fun-loving, and clearly ready for love. Jeremy, on the other hand, was newer to Bachelor Nation lore. While he didn't make huge waves on his original season, his arrival in Paradise immediately turned heads. With his easy smile, athletic charm, and laid-back demeanor, he quickly became one of the most talked-about contestants on the beach. So when Jeremy and Bailey hit it off, viewers cheered. Their chemistry was undeniable, from playful banter at the bar to lingering glances at the pool. It seemed like Paradise had worked its magic again. But then, the cracks began to show. As the season unfolded, rumors swirled that Jeremy wasn't being completely honest with Bailey. Whispers spread among the cast that he still had ties to someone back home, or at the very least, unresolved feelings that hadn't been addressed before stepping into Paradise. The drama escalated when other contestants began dropping hints about Jeremy's past. Bailey, caught in the crossfire, confronted him. Jeremy's answers?
vague at best. The lack of transparency left Bailey in tears, fans in an uproar, and Jeremy with a mountain of criticism online. After the episode aired, Jeremy finally decided to set the record straight. In a candid interview, he revealed why he hadn't been fully honest with Bailey in the moment. "It wasn't about not trusting her," Jeremy explained. "It was about me not being ready to unpack everything on national television. I came into Paradise wanting to start fresh, but the truth is, I wasn't as ready as I thought I was." He admitted that while he had no ill intent, he underestimated how much baggage he was still carrying. "I didn't want Bailey to feel like she was my therapist," he added. "She deserved the best of me, and at the time, I didn't know how to give her that without dragging in my past." While Jeremy's explanation adds context, Bailey's pain during the episodes was undeniable. She had opened herself up emotionally, trusting that Jeremy was on the same page. Instead, she was blindsided. Fans remember her tearful moment on the beach when she said, "I feel like I've been building something real with him, but now it's like, did I ever know who he really was?" Bailey has since hinted in social media posts that while she was hurt, she also believes in second chances and growth. "People aren't perfect, but honesty is the least we can give each other," she wrote in a cryptic Instagram story. Bachelor Nation wasted no time reacting to the Jeremy Bailey drama. On Twitter, Instagram, and Reddit, fans have been split between defending Jeremy and condemning him. Team Jeremy. "At least he's owning it now. We've all had things we weren't ready to talk about." "He didn't lie, he just wasn't ready. There's a difference." Team Bailey. "If you're not ready to be honest, don't go on Paradise, period." Bailey deserves so much better than half-truths. The discourse got so intense that Jeremy versus Bailey started trending the night the episode aired. Jeremy's confession raises an important question about Bachelor in Paradise. How much of your past do contestants owe each other when they arrive on the beach? The show thrives on second chances and fresh starts, but fans argue that a true fresh start can't happen without transparency. Jeremy's hesitation may have been human, but in the world of reality TV, where every word is dissected, half-truths often feel like betrayals. Jeremy isn't the first to come under fire for holding back the truth. Bachelor in Paradise history is full of contestants who stirred controversy by hiding things. Dean Unglert famously juggled 2 relationships on the beach, struggling to be honest about his feelings for Christina and Danielle. Jed Wyatt, though not a Paradise contestant but in Hannah Brown's Bachelorette season, was exposed for having a girlfriend back home, forever changing how fans viewed honesty in the franchise. Brendan Moraes and Piper James faced backlash after it came out they had a pre-existing relationship before filming Paradise. In every case, the common thread is clear. Secrets don't stay secret for long. In his interview, Jeremy admitted he regrets not being upfront sooner. "Looking back, I should have trusted Bailey more," he said. "She's strong, compassionate, and deserved the truth. I thought I was protecting her, but really I was just avoiding my own discomfort." He also hinted that watching the episodes back was a wake-up call. "Seeing her hurt on TV, it hit me hard. That's not the man I want to be." So where do Jeremy and Bailey stand now? Sources close to the franchise say the two have had conversations since leaving Paradise, but whether that means friendship, closure, or something more is still unclear. Bailey has stayed relatively quiet, focusing instead on her personal growth journey. Jeremy, meanwhile, seems determined to use the experience as a learning moment. "Paradise teaches you things you didn't know about yourself," he reflected. "For me, it was realizing that avoidance only creates more pain. I want to do better." Part of what makes Jeremy and Bailey's storyline so captivating is its relatability. Who hasn't struggled with sharing hard truths in a new relationship? Who hasn't wrestled with the fear that honesty might scare someone away? Jeremy's dilemma might have unfolded on a tropical beach under the glare of cameras, but the core of it is navigating vulnerability, something millions of viewers understand. Some fans believed this could be the start of a redemption arc for Jeremy. Bachelor Nation has a history of forgiving contestants who own their mistakes. Hello, Nick Viall. If Jeremy continues to be transparent and genuine, there's a chance viewers could come around. Others, however, remain skeptical. "Paradise isn't therapy," one fan wrote. "If you're not ready, don't waste someone else's time." Only time, and perhaps a reunion episode, will tell how fans ultimately view Jeremy's choices. Jeremy's explanation for not telling Bailey the whole truth might not erase the pain of what happened, but it does shed light on the complexities of dating in paradise. Love isn't simple, especially when you're under the microscope of national TV. His confession reminds us that honesty isn't just about protecting others, it's about giving relationships a real chance to thrive. Bailey's heartbreak, Jeremy's hesitation, and the fallout from their connection will no doubt remain one of the defining storylines of this Bachelor in Paradise season. And, as always, fans will be waiting for the next rose, the next revelation, and the next shocking twist. Because in paradise, secrets never stay buried for long.